Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Dennis from Crypto Planet, also the Crypto Jew here and on Twitter. And today I want to show you guys a very important pattern that I've seemed to notice on pretty much almost every chart in the market. You can see it best on a lot of altcoin charts. We're going to be looking through a couple of charts today. We're going to look at ICX, VeChain, BNB, ARK, BTC, total altcoin market cap, and one other small cap where you can see the same pattern. Just want to point this out for everyone. So first, I'll show you guys the pattern. The pattern is the bump and run reversal pattern. So as you guys can see, there's some sort of bump and you get thrown over that resistance over here. And it kind of looks almost like an inverse head and shoulders. And this brings you up to about where the downtrend began. So let's head over to the ICX chart. So as you guys can see, we have that bump right over here, a downwards move. And the completion of this would result with a move over that resistance, which is created about the top over here, right around there. And you could also see that the completion of this would also look like some sort of cup and handle pattern, which can also be seen as, and it probably on some of these charts can be seen as an inverse head and shoulders. Not this one specifically, but a break above here would send us to around at least the 42-cent region, I believe, as you would go back to that previous high. And then you would eventually go up to around the 55 to 60-cent region and further. So that's what I'm looking to see with a coin like ICX. So let's take a look at the next chart. So the next one is VeChain. I did this one a little bit differently. I want to show you guys that it looks like it's in some sort of rising wedge, and that can be confused. This pattern can actually be confused as a rising wedge, when in fact it is most likely the bump and run reversal pattern. Now, if it fails to go above this zone, we fail to continue further and we break down here, we're heading down here. So that would invalidate the pattern, and it would have been a rising wedge. So I could be wrong. It's definitely possible. But if we see a move past the resistance, I'm going to draw out the resistance for you guys. I would say around this zone over here is all resistance. Now, if we get past there, we can definitely shoot to around this zone right here. Excuse me. And I would say around here as well. Should be a rather large increase. So it's pretty much the same pattern as you saw on the other chart. You have that bump going down, you have the move up, and any move above would confirm some sort of inverse, it would confirm some sort of cup and handle pattern as well. As you guys can see, you have the cup, and then again you have the handle. Now if we break above this resistance, that would obviously confirm the cup and handle. Again, very bullish looking for VeChain. Now BNB. Excuse me, I had to sip my coffee. You can see pretty much the exact same pattern. The lining up of it may not be exact, but one thing I noticed is that it also looks like there's some sort of bull flag here. That's what this kind of looks like to me, some sort of miniature bull flag. That's one thing I've also noticed with this bump run pattern. It can be confused for many different patterns. Now we also have the same scenario. This closes above this zone. You can easily say that is a confirmed cup and handle pattern. We just have to look for a close above there. Right around here, let me straighten that out. So we're looking for a close above this zone right over here. This entire resistance, we want to have that breached, and then we could probably easily see 21 or this resistance reached. We also have another resistance right over here. This could also be a target in case someone is leverage trading or wants to get in and out of a trade with BNB. And one thing I noticed about BNB is that if you guys know Cryptonary, I'm not going to say anything bad about him or anything. I have no problem with any other traders. I hope the best for everyone in their trading. He's actually short on BNB right now. I believe that's assuming we don't breach this zone. Maybe he probably has a stop loss somewhere up here. Maybe he expects to go up somewhere over here and then come down and correct. Or maybe he believes that this is more likely to be a rising wedge. So it's good to look at multiple different people's views, especially for myself. I do that myself in order to figure out a conclusion about what I think is going on in the market. And I think Cryptonary is a smart guy, but we'll see where this plays out. I currently disagree on what, well, he's not a guy, they're a group, I believe, but I disagree with them on this decision to short BNB, as I think this is going to end up being bullish. Not that I hold BNB, I hold a lot of these other altcoins, but I just wouldn't short BNB right now. And then ARC. ARC is another one. Now, I'm not sure if this lineup is exactly correct, but as you guys can see, this resistance over here lines up with this resistance right over here and this one here, and it looks like we're actually finding support on this resistance and breaking out of it and heading up to this zone, which will likely bring us to test this area and move out of it eventually, which will give us a long-term bull run, in my opinion. As this is a long-term downtrend channel that once it is broke, we will probably go into the few dollars range, which is what I'm looking to find with ARC. Now, if we bring this up here, we could probably do something like this. You also have that as a good resistance as well. That may actually be better, or maybe I can put it down here, something like that. Or you take this resistance over here. Just want to see if I can make this line up a bit better. That way it makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. You could also wait for a break of this resistance over here, and that would confirm a break of a resistance that was found here, here, and here. Oops, wrong button. So that as well will be a very good sign for ARC, and I believe we also have the same pattern here, which is the bump and run. Again, you would also see the cup and handle if this area is broken. Now for the next one, Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin was the first one that I saw this on. Someone posted this on Twitter, and this looks like it has already broken out. And once we breach this zone completely, this whole area seems to be some sort of resistance. Once we breach this whole zone completely, we can easily see ourselves come up to this area around 8,000, 7,700 to 8,200. It looks like won't have a problem reaching that zone. Another resistance over here, which I would see us likely to reach around 8,900. And then we are in some sort of wedge over here. I'll zoom out so you guys can see that. Now, once we get out of there, that's a very good sign as we can head to higher zones. I have a completely separate Bitcoin analysis. This one is just going to focus on the bump and reversal patterns. So here is the altcoin market cap, total altcoin market cap, and you can see you also have the bump and run reversal pattern here as well. I'll just show you guys some resistances that I could expect us to reach upon a breakout. Around here, that's a previous resistance, around a 55% increase. Definitely another one here, 77% increase. We go into a daily chart. All the way up over there is another resistance, around 91%. So far, this is looking pretty good in my opinion. And once we breach these zones over here, then I will be doing an update because other resistances after this are much higher zones, especially because you have a resistance right over here as well that could be breached around the same time. Yeah, as soon as that zone is breached, we're basically in a bull run, no doubt about it. And then over here I have OceanX token, which is the exchange token of OceanX exchange. And I can also see the same pattern here, looking like it may have potentially broken out of the bump and run reversal pattern, but I would like to see a move above this area over here to confirm it. Just to break that previous top over here. If that happens, we could easily see these zones over here. I would say probably around this area over here as well. I don't have any specific time frame about when this will happen, but this pattern is confirmed. We will definitely see that happen. So if you guys want to stay updated on this, make sure to check out my free Telegram down below. And while it's still free, make sure to subscribe here on YouTube and give me a follow on Twitter. Links are all down below, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Take care.